Today is March 17th, 2020. It is 10:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've been wanting to make this video for the past probably 48 hours, and I didn't know what I wanted to make or what I wanted to talk about. I didn't want to contribute to the noise around the coronavirus and COVID-19, as they're calling it. So many crazy things are going on. Well, first of all, today's St. Patrick's Day. No one's talking about it. St. Patrick's Day parades were canceled. Major sporting events, the NBA has been like completely shut down. Other major social events, concerts and car shows and all that kind of stuff has been canceled. Travel bans have been put in place. All of Italy is on lockdown. Schools are closing, which for a lot of us means your kids are just like suddenly home from school with you for the next few weeks. Businesses are being shut down. Some people are trying to work from home the best they can. Others aren't even able to. Maybe they can, but they're home with their kids and all that kind of stuff. So that is really what I wanted to talk about. That's how I wanted to try to contribute and bring value to the community and to society through a video. It was not to add to the noise, but to bring value. So knowing that so many of our kids are suddenly home and you weren't planning on it, and you're trying to feel like, crap, what do I do with them over the next few weeks? I've got to get things done, and they're just going to be running around like chickens with their head cut off. Like, I need some structure, and that's the same boat we were in. So thankfully, our school system is incredible, and they literally came to the house and dropped off school materials for the kids, which got us thinking, okay, cool. We're going homeschool mode for the next few weeks until we figure out what's going on here. So as soon as we made that switch for us and for the kids of homeschool, it made things so much easier. And I put a poll on Instagram asking you guys if you would like us to provide you with a schedule, a daily schedule to kind of keep you guys on track and some sort of structure, guidelines. You guys can bend these rules and make it up however you, and make changes as you see fit and what works best for you and all that kind of stuff. But at least this will give you some guidelines and help give you guys a little structure along the way. So I've got 3 things that I want to provide for all of you watching that I think will help you through this time. So the first thing being the schedule. I'm not going to read through it right here. It's pretty straightforward between taking a little bit of time for yourself in the morning, for mom and dad to like drink their coffee. You guys need to make sure you're getting plenty of sleep right now. It's going to be a very long few weeks as you're kind of like quarantined in your homes and dealing with all this stuff and being antisocial, or what are they calling it? Social distancing. Make sure you're getting plenty of sleep at the same time. Like, I've got my kids like getting dressed, making their beds, eating breakfast as if they are going to leave the house for school. And then it's like, I want you at the kitchen table by 9 a.m. and we're gonna start school. And then it's just like somewhat of a school schedule from there. Ask your kids what they do at school. Make sure you have like an understanding of their school schedule, because doing something that's somewhat familiar to them might help as well. That's why, so like, change things around if you need to. At least this is a kind of a loose guideline for you. And then, making sure that they get plenty of like a recess time, like get them outside, if that's taking a walk, if that's playing basketball, kicking a soccer ball in the yard, riding bikes, whatever it is, like get them outside for like an hour. They need some sun. They need to just get some of that energy out and things of that nature. That's a very, very important one. I'm no like childhood development expert by any means, or an educator or any of that kind of stuff. So I'm sure somebody in the comments will let me know that I'm doing something wrong. But, again, I'm trying to help contribute and bring some value to you guys and give you something that you can use to make your lives a little bit easier. So I think that that'll be super helpful for you guys to go by a schedule. Everyone needs a structure. Your kids need the structure. They want that structure. Again, otherwise they're running around like chickens with their head cut off. Okay, so the second thing that we're implementing at home, this is something we've taken from the school, is a color system. We use like these index size cards, different colors. They were, I think, initially like envelopes, but you can write colors on a piece of paper if you want. I don't care what you do with it. White for us is a neutral color. Like, you wake up in the morning, you're on white, like you've done everything you were expected to do that day, you're on white, cool, everything's good. If you were asked a couple of times, multiple times to stop doing something, or I asked you several times to please do this, you haven't done it yet, you're not listening, you're going to have to change your card from white to yellow. Yellow is kind of that I told you a few times card. And normally if they come home from school with yellow, I'm talking to them like, hey, why weren't you listening today? What happened with this? You were talking in class, you were asked to stop multiple times. What's going on there? And it's usually so-and-so started it, they were talking to me and I got in trouble too. Whatever, that's not important here. The color system is important. Red is you were bad, you had to be like pulled aside and like talked to, the teacher's gonna like write home about it and it's not good. And then blue is like really, really bad. Like my kids have never gotten like the worst color, so I don't really know exactly how they do that, but they know it's not good and they know things are gonna be bad at home if they get blue, so we don't go there. And hopefully no one has to deal with blue over the next few weeks. Now, on the other side of that is like they were super well behaved. They exceeded expectations. They were helping little Johnny in class or helping their sister at home, getting homework done, you know, things of that nature, like over-indexing and being super, super well behaved gets you a purple. And at our house, if you get a purple, that gets you a small prize that day. So if that's like just going out and getting, you know, an ice cream, or if we're happening to run into Target, it's like the little like $2, $5 little treat at the front of the store if you came home with that super good behavior, because that is not an easy thing to do. So I try to reward them for that good behavior. Now, the third thing is respect, earning respect. And hold on, respect stands for something. I'll put it on the screen here. Is responsibility, E is empathy, S is self-discipline, P is positive, E is effort, C is cooperation, and T is trustworthy. Now, at the school, they can earn respect, and to be completely honest, I don't know, I think they have to earn each letter throughout the quarters. If they get all the letters to make the word respect, they receive an award and a prize, and they get acknowledged, and they're on stage, and the parents come. It's a big assembly, and they call your name, and I think you get like a gift card for like a free Frosty at Wendy's. And anyways, they make a really big deal about getting respect. So I'm doing the same thing at home over the next few weeks, and every Friday we're gonna see who gets respect, and we will treat them accordingly. I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna structure that yet, but you guys get the idea. Giving them something to work towards, and like, you know, making sure that they're being respectful and responsible and trustworthy, and all those, having self-discipline and all that kind of stuff, and then rewarding them for those things at the end of the week or at the end of the month, or however you want to do it. You don't have to do any of this stuff, but these are just some suggestions from us to you guys that we think might help you while you got your kids at home over the next few weeks. All of this stuff is going to be available in the link below so that you can download it and have it all and use it and do whatever you want with it. That's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it is super helpful for you, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.